Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be playing Grandmother Spider's Shelter for Wayward Familiars. This was requested, and it's been on my list to play for like a really long time. Not like a really long time, but a while. And so I'm going to finally do it. I will put the link in the description below if you're interested in playing this game. Otherwise, I'm just going to get into it. Okay, so at the beginning, I'm gonna roll a d4 to see what I am. A 1. You are a young witch who works part-time in a... 1. In a cozy herbalist cottage. Nice. Okay. So I am a young witch who works part-time in a cozy herbalist cottage in... I think there's something wrong with this d4. It just rolled 3 ones in a row. So... in the lakeside summer woods. Cool. Your grandmother owns the building. On paper... You, d4. That's another one. This literally has to be like loaded or something. You gather fresh herbs. But in reality, you spend most of your hours tending to an ever-changing group of abandoned magical familiars. You bandage their hearts and treat their illnesses, renew their magical power, and replenish their spiritual strength. And soothe those whose trust in people has been broken. With time and effort, each familiar who comes in is rehabilitated and ready to find a new home with... If this is a 1, I'm switching my die. It's a 4! Okay. Alright, the die is not broken. Where was I? Oh. Ready to find a home with... a ceremonial ritualist. That's fine. That is fine. Grandmama supplies everything you could need to tend to these temporary guests. And all she asks in return is a detailed log of the care of each one receives. It's starting to sound like a job ahead. You have a tome to record what you do with each familiar and how they respond. Each in-game day, roll a d20 and answer 1 prompt per familiar in your care in your journal. At the end of the day, roll a d4. Okay, 1 step at a time. I need a d20. Okay, each in-game day, roll a d20. That is an 8. Answer... Oh wait, I don't even have a, I don't know what the familiars are that are here. Maybe this is like a brand new batch of familiars. Okay, D10. I love D10s. Okay, this familiar. We've got a new animal. Before we detail the care of the animal, we need to know what it is. Min grandmother. Grandma. Okay, D10. This familiar is a combination of a fox, pothos. Oh, is that the one with the holes in it? And an element. Candle flame. That's interesting. That actually sounds sick! A fox, a pothos, and a candle flame. Okay, roll a d4 to assess the familiar's condition. Pothos flame. 2. Magical or spiritually spent. Roll for 8 prompts and describe how you restored spirit. Optionally, when you answer the prompts, you can roll a d4 to introduce further uncertainty. I don't know if I'm ready for further uncertainty yet. Alright. Thautos Flame. Hurting. How do you alleviate its pain? Okay. So this little fox. Man, that's a good combination of animal, plant, and element. I like that. So this little guy, I'm gonna call him I don't know, he just feels like a Charles, so this little guy's name is gonna be Charles. He's hurting. He's got a little cut on his foot, like in between his 2 little, I don't know what they're called, like finger joints or whatever, on his paw. So I give him some ointment and some good treats. And he's hungry because he gobbles those treats up. That's the second roll on the rehabilitating and adaption table. I don't want him to get adopted out. He's so cute. Little Charles. Alright, so what does Charles want to eat? Charles probably... I'm gonna have to feed Charles, like, either with a pole, where my fingers are not gonna get got, or in a bowl, or... I don't know. I feel like Charles probably was a little overeager whenever I was giving him some treats. And, so now I'm feeding him very cautiously. What do I feed it? I don't know. Whatever it wants. Maybe it wants carrots. I fed it carrots. 16 is mischievous. What tricks does it play? It likes to play, I like to pretend I'm a candle or a plant. It likes to play hide and seek. But it doesn't tell me who's hiding and who's seeking, and then does guerrilla warfare style, like, jump scares. Which I think is funny after the fact, but not right now. That's another 16, so this little guy is extremely mischievous. Just a... I don't know. Dennis the Menace. Well, Charles the Menace. I don't know, I can't think of any other tricks that it would play right now. 5. Nightmares. Oh gosh. Charles has nightmares. So I'm gonna put out some, like, vanilla scented incense or something that's calming, or like lavender. Maybe a lavender vanilla mix. And try to just put, like, calming vibes in the air. I'm not gonna try to wake the little guy. I value my fingers and my face. Yeah, and then I'll get Charles, like, a chamomile tea in a little bowl for him. And when he wakes up, and just put it, like, right by his little sleepy nose. And when he wakes up, I will give that to him. 11. Destructive. What does it break? Who sees? It breaks... What doesn't it break? Vases, paintings, anything that isn't safely, like, secured on to the surface it is on is... It's definitely possible that it could break. Grandmother definitely sees this, so... 7? Restless. How are you restless and having nightmares? Okay, so maybe it wakes up from the nightmare, and I give it the chamomile tea, and then Charles can't fall back asleep. So we walk through this path in the woods that I'm very familiar with until Charles is ready to fall back asleep. I don't want that familiar to be adopted out yet. I kind of want that one. So a new day. New familiar. 8. What kind of animal are you? A koi. Okay, we got a fish going on. Awesome. 4. Mint. Koi, mint, and quartz. That's an interesting fish. How did the fish get here? That's what I have. I have questions about that. Fearful or neglected. Roll for 6 prompts and describe how you help it to trust again. I'm not sure I can get a koi to trust again, but that's okay. 6 prompts. 16. Mischievous. The koi likes to splash water in my face because I don't like it. And it thinks it's really funny. Another 16. I'm just gonna reroll. I don't want to do mischievous again. 3. Hungry. Is it bad that... Well, yeah, it's probably bad. My first thought of what I feed it is fish pellets and rum. That's fine. I will not explain. Hostile. How do you keep from harm? I stay away from the water. Thank goodness this is a fish, because I think I'd rather be... No. I wouldn't. I'm glad this is a fish and I can get away from it. 16 again. This thing really wants to be mischievous. It keeps jumping out of its tank. And, or it's like pond, or... I feel like it doesn't have a tank. It's gonna have a way bigger area to be in than a tank. Unless it's, like, being observed from, like, a vet visit or something. 3. Hungry. Again. I'm rolling again. Another 3. 12. Hostile. Why do I keep rolling the same exact things? This thing is just hostile, hungry, and mischievous. Wow. Alright. What kind of care... Oh, wait. What kind of person's setting and lifestyle do I think will be best for this familiar? Roll a d20 to find out how many days pass before the familiar is adopted. Describes new family. 13. 13 days until... What's the fish's name? It was a koi mint quartz. I feel like his name's Corey. Corey the koi mint quartz. So Corey gets adopted out by... It was honestly the perfect family. They love koi fish and are real big rock hounds. And they took one look at Corey and were like, "Oh my gosh, how can I take him home?" So I filed the paperwork and let him go. I think Charles has to be mine, though. Charles is so cool. I could not have gotten a better first First familiar. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm gonna move out on my own with Charles. Charles is gonna be the best familiar that anyone's ever had. Why can't you ever return here? I don't feel like I can't return here. Maybe not with Charles. Grandma may be mad. Maybe I can't return here for a little while till Grandma's less mad. I don't know. I like this game. I'm glad that... Oh. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that would look so goofy. This has been Grandmother Spider's Shelter for Wayward Familiars. I would play longer, but I really fell in love with the idea of the Fox Pothos candle flame familiar. And I just don't see me liking one better than that. I'm really glad I finally made the time to sit down and play this, because I think it's a really cool game, and it's been on my list to play for a really long time, like I said. If you'd like to play it, I'll put the link down below. Thanks for watching, listening, however you consume your media. I appreciate it. Thanks.